the Texas Longhorns and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The run from the shotgun. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Running through contact. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A give to Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back to the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Moore. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to that outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Moore throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught near the sticks, it's Townsend. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He's got the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. Got it in the middle. It's hooked.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll go back to the ground. Makes it past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Finds his man open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dante Moore. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
3rd and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
On the run, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. To throw, Manning. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing more. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Still on his feet at the 35. Turning on the Jets. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
First down, right back to Brown. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Manning looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning from the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. A turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Moore unloads to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The quarterback will keep it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Moore, play action. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's caught. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down. Opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it. You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging it. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Moore. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Quick strike complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. The Ducks with the answer.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure. There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts.
There's a crease. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead's extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gets the back moving. Dante Moore. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Again, it's Moore. Looking for the score. Fires it incomplete.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing. They keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Moore. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like, he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase.